So, day two starts with the Lanzarote Handicap hurdle over at Kempton. Just the one race here. It's a 2 mile 5, 0 to 140 handicap, 5-year-olds and up. In the real world, I think 4-year-olds can get in this. But anyway, down east, a Jotter for David Robbins, that top weight, Cripple Creek Logic for Vinnie Gerard, Darren Thompson's Angelic Trap and Mayan Trooper, David Robinson's Corkin Batista, Comic for Craig Beckwith, Pontypool Racing's Irish Rose, Matt Cooper's CM Punk and Santos Escobar, Craig Clutterbuck's Perfect Picture, Alex Cherry's Midsummer Impeller and Goblin King and Lilith's Hell for Nick Driver. Just make up 13 for the Lanzarote. Not named after the Canary Islands, just in case you thought it, but they're racing. I think it was a famous horse back in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken, Lanzarote, a champion hurdle winner. Anyways, they approach the first of the 9 they have to take. They're all over it. Bit of a mistake there by Midsummer Impeller towards the rear. This is the 289th race of this season on the National Hunt. For those that are keeping the numbers. But anyway, back to the race, and the approach to the second is Goblin King with about 3 length advantage from everything else at the moment. With Nick Driver topping and tallying the race at the moment, with Goblin King out front and Lilith Hell just at the rear. The rest of the pack are all pretty tightly knitted together. And the one just on the outside that we can see nearest to us is Perfect Picture for Grey Clutterbuck in those blue silks, red sleeves, red cap. So as they go through the first half mile or so, it is Goblin King that's going to lead them down to the second. Long run between the first and the second here. Finally come up to it from CM Punk, who's just nosed to the front of the chasing pack as they all clear the second. And they took that quite well. Although, as I said, Irish Rose is the one that's just dropped back towards the rear now. Great Clutterbuck's second run-up joins Santos Escobar as they get to the third. They all clear that as well. So it's still this Goblin King that leads. Bottom weight leads by about 3 to CM Punk and Corkin Batista, and then Perfect Picture just from the outside there, followed through by Copper Comic, who's up against the rail. A little bit wider is Midsummer Impeller. Wider still is the first of Davy Robinson's horses. I think that's Down Easter Jotter, or should I say the second. And then just on his outside is Mayan Trooper for Darren Thompson. They're followed through by the Green Silks of Cripple Creek Logic. And I think that one up against the rail is Angelic Tramp. And then we've got Santos Escobar, and just a Lilith's Hell, an Irish Rose. I'm not sure that one is up against the rail up there. Maybe that's as they all stream over the fourth. I have to get my eyes in for the day, but it's Goblin King that leads by about 3 to CM Punk and Perfect Picture, and then Corkin Batista and Copper Comic, Midsummer Impeller and Down Easter Jotter, all within a length of each other. And then we've got Mayan Trooper and Cripple Creek Logic. Towards the rail is Santos Escobar. Right up against the rail is Angelic Trap, and then Lilith's Hell. And Grey Clutterbuck's Irish Rose just at the rear. So they've just got over a mile left to run. Still another 4 flights to take. It's still this Goblin King's been out there since the beginning for Nick Driver. Leaves by about 3 to Copper Comic in second now. Then Perfect Picture's back over against the rail with Corkin Batista on his outside. Then we've got Midsummer Impeller, Santos Escobar and CM Punk are together. A bit wider, Down Easter Jotter, our top weight. And then Angelic Trap, Lilith's Hell, Mayan Trooper as they go over the 6, and we'll clear that. An Irish Rose with Cripple Creek Logic, who's dropped into that Talon Charlie position. But up front, Goblin King's lead has gone, and it's Copper Comic and Corkin Batista that draw alongside, with Santos Escobar just a length behind. Moving up against the rail is Perfect Picture and Midsummer Impeller as they go over the 7th. That's 3 from home, so with just 2 to take, it's Copper Comic that leads now from Goblin King in second. Santos Escobar is third. Corkin Batista's going back a little bit. Didn't go over the last particularly well, and then Perfect Picture just up on his inside. Midsummer Impeller is just a little bit wider, but it's still Copper Comic. Goblin King fights back up on the inside. We've still just got over 5 furlongs to run. It's Goblin King and Copper Comic and Santos Escobar. These are a length away from the pushed on Perfect Picture. Out wide, Midsummer Impeller. Angelic Trap's trying to pick up, as well as Corkin Batista. CM Punk seems to be going backwards. Moving well on the outsides, Down Easter Jotter and Mayan Trooper. But Goblin King's hit the front again as we come down to the final 3 furlongs with 2 to take. big. It's Goblin King from Santos Escobar and Copper Comic. These are a length and a half away from Picture Perfect and Corkin Batista and Angelic Trap. Still wide is Midsummer Impeller. Mayan Trooper still trying to make up that ground, but Goblin King still holding them all off if we come inside the quarter mile. Over the eighth. Good jump there by Goblin King. Santos Escobar was better and got away from it better. So it's Santos Escobar and Goblin King with Copper Comic. It's Santos Escobar inside the final furlong. Goblin King starts to give away as they go over the last, and it's Santos Escobar and Copper Comic. Copper Comic gets away from it better, and it's Copper Comic on the outside. Santos Escobar up against the rail, but it's going to be Copper Comic that's going to take this for Craig Beckwith. Going to take it probably from Santos Escobar in second. Mount Trooper was third. I think Perfect Picture was fourth. So the Lanzarote handicap. I'm now handicapped. Anyway, the Lanzarote handicap hurdle goes to Craig Beckwith with Copper Comic. Well done. Santos Escobar for Matt Cooper was second. Mount Trooper for Darren Thompson was third. I think Perfect Picture for Great Clutterbuck was fourth. I think Corkin Batista might well have got up for fifth. We'll wait for the big card to come up. And it was Corkin Batista for David Robertson who was fifth. Well, I'll hand you over to Martin now. He's going to take you through the races at Ascot and Haydock, and I'll see you at Foss Lass later in the day.